Hi, my name is Sabo Planch. Welcome to Midwin Royal Revolutionary Compensation Plan. I'm going to be taking you through one of the most amazing compensation plans ever designed in the network marketing industry. I'm going to be taking you through the phase 1, phase 2, and the phase 3 of our payment system. Alright, welcome back again. Like I said earlier on, I'm going to be showing you through our bonus system. Alright, and I know that many a time when you join a network marketing company, one of the most amazing things you look at for is the kind of how you get rewarded with the business. Now this company, which is Midwin Royal, has designed one of the refined system, alright, in the industry. And I'm going to be taking you through the phase 1 of our presentation. Alright, and when I finish, I'm going to come back again and show you the phase 2 and then the phase 3 of how you get paid with this company. This is going to blow your mind. I'm telling you, this is something you've never seen before in your entire life in this industry. So join me, let us do the next presentation. All right, here we are again. Like I said earlier in my presentation, I'm going to be walking you through our first phase. Our system is designed in 3 phases. We have the phase 1, the phase 2, and the phase 3. All right, the phase 1 is completely manual. Whatever you're going to do in this business, your effort is going to be built in the phase 1 system. But the phase 2 and the phase 3 of our system is completely automated. But I'm going to be taking you through the phase 1 of our system, where you get to know how you get paid, how you join the company, how you get paid, and how you make money with this business. All right. So let me just quickly go on the board and show you what we have for you. All right. Once again, we're going to be looking through the phase 1 of our system, and I'm going to talk about some few things before I really get down to business. I know one of the key things why we join network marketing is because of what I call residual income, what we call leverage income. All right. And I've come to understand that leverage means that never having to start all over again. Meaning that you're going to work some time in your life where you're going to be making income that will be coming every single month for the rest of your life, what some call residual income. And we believe that this company has designed a system that is paying you what I call non-stop residual income. I know many of the companies promise you so much money that when you join a network marketing company, you're going to be making this, you're going to be making that. After some few years in building the business, you realize that your income keep coming down. And many people walk out of the industry. Some have even lost interest in the industry. But I want to tell you that we are presenting you one of the finest ever design system ever in the industry. I'm going to be showing you that briefly, all right, how you get started with the company and how you can start earning that what I call residual income. Now, to get started, you need what we call $20 to get registered with this company. Right, when you register with the $20, we give you an international ID card. All right, that comes with your NAMA and then your company's logo. What you do is that you register your name at the back and make sure you sign. All right, with this your ID card, you can start building your business anywhere in any part of the world. Now, when you register with the card or with the $20, you become an independent partner of the business. That is just what you need to get started with. All right. Now, at this level, the only bonus you get access to is what we call the instant registration bonus. The instant registration bonus of $6. That is the first bonus you earn when you get registered with the company. Now, how do you make this instant registration bonus? The company says that, let's assume this is you. Should you go out there and speak to anybody who also shows interest, all right, in joining the company? Let's say you spoke to John, you spoke to Mary, you spoke to Jane. Now, 3 of them, the moment any one of them also comes or registers with the company with the $20, we pay you immediately at once. That's what we call the instant bonus commission you make with the company, even at the level when you have not purchased any product from the company. All right, so let's assume that John registered with the $20. This also registered with the $20. This also $20. You're going to make $6 on each one of them. It's going to be paid to you instantly from the company before you walk out of the company's office. If you have an account, the company will just transfer the money right into your account with the business. All right. That's the first bonus you make with the company. Now the next bonus you make is what we call the direct referral bonus. All right, and before you can start making this direct referral bonus, you need to be at the level of what we call supervisor. And this supervisor level, you need 200 BV. All right, 200 BV to get to that level. Now what is BV? The BV is business volume. All right, 200 BV, business volume. And there are two ways by which you can become a supervisor. Either you do it instantly or cumulative. The instantly means that if you have $200, you buy product worth $200, that is going to give you 200 BV. All right, and if you don't have the $200 at a go to do your instant activation, we give you a system, or we have a system we call cumulative, where you can buy the product from the company, all right, intermittently, and the system will accumulate the BVs for you. When it reaches 200, will you be promoted from the level of an independent partner to become a supervisor. At that level, you become eligible to access what we call the direct referral bonus. The direct referral bonus, all right, of 14% from the company. Now, how do you earn this direct referral bonus? The company says that, let's assume this is your 3 people that you have. Should any one of them also become a supervisor, all right, by doing the 200 BV, which is the $200, you are paid 14% on each person. 14% on each person. That is going to be $28 on each person that join your system, also become a supervisor. Now, one of the things I would like to explain here is that with the direct bonus we pay you in this company, it's not paid once. I know many of the companies pay you a direct bonus on people you sponsor in your first month. Your second month, you don't earn direct bonus on them again because they are already in the system. But what is so amazing about the system we are offering here is that with the direct referral bonus, is paid every single month on the activities of the people you sponsor, either new or old, for the rest of your life. All right, that is what we call the direct referral bonus. Now, your next bonus you earn, okay, the next bonus you earn in the phase 1 is what we call personal bonus. Your personal bonus. Your personal bonus is 10%. At this level, the company says that should you come and buy any product from the company, you'll be paid 10% of anything you buy at the end of the month. If you buy a product worth $500, at the end of the month, you'll be paid 10% on the $500. Meanwhile, we're going to give you the product at a wholesale price. When you sell the product out there, you're going to make 20% retail profit on the product. Retail profit, 20% on the product. Meanwhile, we're going to give it to you at the wholesale price. All right, and then at the end of the month, we're going to pay you 10% on that same particular product that you buy from the company. All right, so that is the next bonus you earn with the company. Now, the fourth bonus you earn is what we call the uni-level. The uni-level team bonus. Team bonus. This bonus is paid on levels, all right, from your first generation to your 10th generation, a total of 30%. 30%. The company pays you from your first generation to your 10th generation in this system. Now, I keep saying that in network marketing, we all know that one of the biggest ways you can make money in your business is to have a lot of team members, sponsor more people, and that is how you become successful in your network marketing business. We're gonna pay you 30% on your whole genealogy from your first to your 10th, and I'm going to give you just a simple breakdown of how you make money with our system. But before I get to talking about the system and the breakdown of what you earn from each level, there are some few things I want to throw a light on. Now, one of the main things has got to do with what people say, balancing of leg. Balancing of leg. What is balancing of leg? I know you might be watching me right now, but what I want you to understand is that when we talk about balancing of leg, this has been one of the problems in the industry. All right, people join companies, they sponsor people. At a point in time, they have one leg growing stronger than the other leg. All right, when it happens that way, in most companies that are out there, they will tell you that before you become eligible to earn bonuses on your team, you need to be able to balance the leg. If the leg is not balanced, you don't make any money at all. And we have seen that it has become a cancer in the industry. This company has been able to refine that system, and I'm going to show you briefly how it works. Let's assume you are here, and let's say you have your first 3 people in your team. Let's assume that this gentleman builds his team globally. It becomes very powerful. He keeps sponsoring more people, doing recruiting, sponsoring, and building his team. And let's assume that his team alone produced a volume of $30,000 to the company. In the event, these people here, they are not doing anything at all in their business. Most of the companies will tell you that for you to become eligible for bonuses, you need to be able to balance this leg before you get paid. But we have a news for you. The Revolution Company, we are saying that irrespective of what is happening in your team here or what is going on here, as long as there are activities in your system, you'll be paid. Every bonus on this leg will be paid to you. You don't need to do anything called balancing to get paid. All right? I know you are excited. You don't need to do any balancing to get paid in this company. And we're going to pay you from your first generation. I'm going to give you the breakdown very soon. But I just want to show you some of the problems that has happened or that have been happening in the industry and what we are presenting to you as a revolution. Now, the first one, like I said, is the balancing of leg. Let's talk about the next one. The next one is what we call cut off. Cut off. I know this sounds very new to some people, but those who have been in the industry for a while, they really understand the gimmicks and the slogan of these things. Now let me explain this way. Let's assume that this is you again. You still have your first 3 sponsored team members, and let's say you are in level 4, and this gentleman who you sponsored happens to go to level 7. In many of the companies, they will never pay you any bonus on level 7 again because he has moved higher than you in ranking. The difference is that Midway Royal, we are saying that irrespective of what level this gentleman will go in your ranking, every bonus will still be paid to you when you are still in level 4, because we believe that this is a system that really encourages what we call true team building. Because we know that in terms of network marketing, your biggest income, like I said earlier in my presentation, that is going to be dependent on your leverage, and you build leverage with your team. So we believe that irrespective of what level your direct sponsors will go, every bonus must still be paid to you. There is nothing like you being cut off in the system. So with this system like this, you can keep building your business for the rest of your life, or meaning to say, you'll be earning every bonus on any member of your team, irrespective of the level they go to, for the rest of your life. That is one amazing thing that is happening in this company with this business. All right. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is what we call SSD, same stewardship distributorship. What is that meaning? The company says that, let's assume you are in level 4, the person you sponsor also goes to level 4. All right. In many of the companies, they will never pay you any bonus on this guy. You'll be asked to do some volume before you qualify for 1%. If you're not able to meet that requirement, that volume never comes to you. But we have a news for you. What I want to tell you that this Revolution Company, we are saying that irrespective of what level this guy comes, even if he meets you at the same level, every bonus will still be paid to you without any outrageous requirement. All right. That is one amazing part I want to touch on. Now, this has been some of the few dynamics of things that are happening in the industry. All right, I'm talking to you just about the uni-level team bonus. All right, and we know that in network marketing, your biggest income is going to come from your team. We're paying you 30% on your team from your first generation to your 10th generation. I've seen an illustration I've just done on the board. Your first generation will pay you 10%, your second generation 5%, your third generation 5%, your fourth generation 3%, your 5th generation 2%, from your 6th generation to your 10th generation, we pay you 1% up to your 10th generation. All right, in this system, there is nothing like balancing of leg, there is nothing like cut off, there is nothing like SSD. The system runs through for you. All right, so your 1st generation, your 2nd generation, every bonus on which level you reach, the company will calculate all those bonuses and get paid to you in our system in phase 1, and that's what we call the uni-level team bonus. All right, now let me just walk you through the next bonus you get from the company. The next bonus income in this system is what we call the global bonuses. Now, these global bonuses, I know in many of the companies you need to be at a certain level, all right, before you can partake in sharing a company's sales, global sales. But one amazing thing about this company is that we're giving everybody a playing field, irrespective of when you join the company. If you are able to meet the conditions I'm about to show you, you can access a global sharing of the company sales for 1 full year. All right, the first one we have is what we call the GAB, Global Annual Lucrative Bonus. Now, this Global Annual Lucrative Bonus, for you to become part of it and sharing in the company's global sales every single month for 1 full year, what you need to do, that one, you must make sure you've registered with the company with the $20, and then you've done what we call your activation by doing the $200, which is the 200 BV. All right, the moment you are able to become a supervisor, you become legible. You become legible to access this sort of income. All right, what we are supposed to do here is this. Let's assume that it is you and you've already registered with the company, and then you've also done your 200 BV, which is your activation when you join the company, and the 200 BV gives you about $200. All right, now we're saying that if you are able to sponsor 10 people in your team, all right, let's say you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 people in your team within 1 business month. All right, if you're able to do this, you become eligible. You go into the pool where you will share 5% of the company's total sales every single month for 1 full year. Let me explain that to you briefly. Let's say that the company sales this month is $5 million. All right, let's say it's $5 million. The company will put aside 5% of the $5 million. That's going to be $250,000. All right, and let's say that we have about 100 people in the GAB, the Global Annual Lucrative Bonus. Now, these 100 people are going to be sharing the $250,000 for that very particular month, which means that each person in the GAB is going to take $2,500 for that very month. Let's assume that the following month, the company sales go to $10 million. Another 5% to be set aside and shared to the people who are in the GAB. Now, meaning to say that irrespective of when you join the company, if you are able to meet this simple requirement, you can access a global sharing of the company's profit every single month for the rest of your life if you want to. Now, what happens in your first year after you've enjoyed your second year? If you still want to enjoy the global sales, you need to sign 5 people, no more 10 people. All right, in your first year you sign 10, in your second year you sign 5. So if you want to enjoy these global bonuses every single month with the company, then you should be able to meet this requirement. If you're able to meet the requirement, then you can access this bonus with the company. Okay, and then the next bonus we have, which is also a global sharing, is what we call the executive bonus. The executive bonus. All right, the executive bonus. Executive bonus. Now, the executive bonus, you share 2% of the company's total sales every single month. All right, if you are able to meet this requirement, the requirement is very simple. All you need to do is make sure you do 500 BV every single month. All right, if you're able to meet this requirement by doing the 500 BV, you become eligible to share in 2% of the company's total sales that very month. This is monthly sharing. But if you feel that every single month you want to access this sharing, then make sure every single month you do a personal business volume of 500. All right, 500 BV. That makes you eligible in sharing in this company's profit. That's what we call the executive bonus. All right, the next global bonus you also enjoy is what we call the super executive bonus, and I'm going to walk you through that briefly. Remember, we are still in phase 1 of our system, and I've spoken about some few things, all right, and how you get paid in phase 1. I've mentioned 1, the instant registration bonus, where we pay you 6%. 2, your personal bonus of 10% on anything you buy from the company. 3, I've also mentioned your direct referral bonus. Anytime you sponsor anybody into the business, you are paid 14%, not once, every single month on the activities of that sponsored person for the rest of your life. Now, I've also mentioned the unit level team bonus, where we pay you what I call non-stop residual income from your first generation to your 10th generation every single month on the activities of your team. Now, the last thing I spoke about is about the global annual lucrative bonus, which is a global sharing. I also mentioned the executive bonus, where you do 500 personal volume within 1 month to share in that. With a global annual lucrative bonus, I say you need 10 people within 1 month to make you eligible into that pool. And when you go into that pool, that is where you access another sharing 5% of the company's total sales for 1 full year. After 1 year, if you still feel you want to enjoy this privilege, you sign 5 people. All right. Now, the next one I want to talk to you about is what we call the super executive bonus. The super executive bonus is 6% sharing for 6 months. All right, 6% sharing. Now, at this level, you need to do what we call 1,200 BV. All right, let me say $1,200 worth of product purchase directly from the company. If you are able to do this, you go into another pool, $1,200 worth of product from the company. That puts you into another pool. All right, and in this pool, you will enjoy 6% sharing of the company's sales for 6 months. Now, there is a little dynamics about this super executive bonus. We are almost in the 3rd month since we launched this package. What happens here is that if you join in the 3rd month, you don't have 6 months, you have 3 months. If you join in the 4th month, you have 2 months. If you join the 5th month, you have only 1 month to enjoy. All right, so that is the dynamics about this super executive bonus. Okay, so that is just the phase 1 of our business system. I'm going to come back again and walk you through the phase 2. Alright, we're back again. I'm going to be talking to you about the phase 2 of our system. But before then, let's just do a very quick recap to what happened in phase 1. I said with phase 1, I mentioned some few bonuses we're going to pay you. But I said that in phase 1 is completely manual. Everything you're going to do in this business, alright, every effort you're going to put in this business is in phase 1. Who comes under who and who goes under who, all is going to be done by you in phase 1. Now, with the phase 2, where we come into, it is completely designed automatically. Anybody is going to be placed under you by the system. All right? Anybody is going to be placed under you by the system. And that is one amazing thing about this company. I've seen a lot of companies, I've been part of a lot of companies, launching a lot of businesses and network marketing companies around. But I've seen that this is one of the most tremendous systems ever designed. Now, the phase 2, as I'm going to talk to you about it, the phase 2, we have them in 2 phases. All right, let me say in 2 dimensions. We have what we call the spillover, and then we have the matrix generational bonus. Now, the matrix generational bonus and the spillover is completely automated. The company will do every placement for you and make sure pays you the bonus at the end of the month. And for me, this is one of the amazing systems ever. All right, apart from the kind of effort you're gonna put in the business in phase 1, phase 2, the company will do it for you hands down. All right, let me quickly go on the board and I'm going to show you how you make money with the phase 2. All right, let's get to business. I started by saying that the phase 1, you register with the company with $20, and then you will get your ID card where you become an independent partner with the business. All right, but in phase 2, the moment you register in phase 1, automatically you are in phase 2 by design, or let me say by default. You're already in phase 2 in the spillover, and I'm going to show you how our spillover bonus really work. Now, let me just do some few illustration here. Let's say this is phase 1. You registered here. All right, the moment you registered and you do your activation, which is the $200 or the 200 BV, the system automatically places you in the spillover in phase 2. And let's say that this is you. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people as your team members or as your associates in phase 1. Now, when you go into your back office, all right, under your genealogy in phase 2, you're not going to see the 6 people. The company will pick your first 3 people and slot them under you in phase 2. All right, and in the phase 2, it is 1/3 metrics. And we're going to pay you a total of 25% on phase 2 in the spillover. 25%. Let me show you. Now, your first 3 people goes under you in phase 2 under the spillover. Now, the next 3 people, the system places them under this gentleman here. All right, and let me say that the one who sponsored you, if he or she had already gotten their 3 people, any other person they will sponsor automatically spills over and come under you here. So everybody in the spillover is going to have from 1st generation to 6th generation. All right, and the company is going to pay you bonuses on all these levels. Now, if you can see the breakdown here, we have your 1st generation, we're going to pay you 10%, your 2nd generation 5%, your 3rd generation 3%, your 4th generation 3%, your 5th generation 2%, and your 6th generation another 2%. And I'm saying that all these things is going to be done by the company for you. All we're going to do is that just pay you the bonus. All right, so if you have people who are active in this system here, every single month you're going to be paid on this level. This has got nothing to do with your phase 1. It's got nothing to do with your team bonus. This is completely different system altogether. And that is one amazing thing about this system that we have, that we call the spillover bonus system. All right, now let me quickly go through the next payment system in the phase 2, what we call the matrix generational bonus. The most amazing thing about this system is that the company designed it so that it can pay you a long-term residual income. All right, but there's a few requirements, something you gotta do for you to qualify yourself into the matrix. Now, let's assume that you are in phase 1 here. We say that if you sign 4 people, you sponsor 4 people within 1 business month, and all of them become supervisors, automatically that puts you straight into the matrix. All right, and let's assume that somebody in another country also joins by registering 4 people. The more the person does that, the system will place the person automatically under you. All right, let's say somebody else from another country joins you, somebody from Spain also joins you here. Now, what is going to happen is that you're going to be having from your 1st generation to your 10th generation in the spillover. And I'm saying that because it's a global system, anybody who is able to meet this requirement will automatically come in your genealogy. All right, we're going to be building this system for you as well, and we're going to pay you a total of 10%. All right, on this system. The phase 2, the spillover and the generational bonus is completely done by the company for you. Your 1st generation, your 2nd generation, your 3rd generation, up to your 10th generation. Now, in your 1st generation, in the spillover, we pay you 5%. Now, let me say something here. This spillover has also got what we call the compression system. Let's assume that this is your 2nd genealogy in the matrix, all right, and you are supposed to get 2% Now what is going to happen here is that if this very month these people are not active in the system, because of the power of the compression, the system will pull them down and push these people to the top. So instead of you getting paid 2% on this level, you'll be paid 5%. Now the following month, should these people become active, the system will bring them back to their slots again. You can see that I have a little illustration here. I want to show you the breakdown of the metrics. I'm going to do it up to the 4th generation, and then I'm going to show you how the compression system works, like I explained earlier. Now your first generation will pay you 5%, sorry. Second generation 2%, third generation 1%, fourth generation 1%. It goes down as your generation begins to go deeper, the percentage reduces. All right, by then you have a lot of people in your team, and I said we're going to pay you a total of 10% on the metrics alone, and this system is going to be done by the company. You have people joining from all over the world. All right, anyone who joins into the system, he or she have up to first generation to 10th generation. We're going to pay you entirely on this system. Now what happens here is that every volume that goes on in the metrics goes to the person who sponsored you, but the money comes to the person who is at the top of your genealogy in the metrics. All right, so that is how the phase 2 system works. And I've said that the phase 1, you're going to be doing everything by yourself in terms of who comes under you. It's going to be done by you. But in phase 2, all right, the spillover and the metrics bonus payout, it is completely automated. And I want to say that the phase 1 pays you 66%, phase 2 pays you 46%. And all these are completely different systems that we've been able to put them together. And I want to say that this is one of the most amazing things you will ever going to experience in the network marketing industry. And I'm telling you, it is just the beginning. Watch me out for the next phase 3. Thank you, Joe. Alright, welcome once again. I'm going to be walking you through the phase 3 of our system. One of the amazing things I've seen in this industry. Alright, and I must say that I'm very excited sharing this opportunity with you. And this system I'm about to talk to you about is a phase 3. I've said phase 1, I've said phase 2, and I'm saying phase 3. And I must say that the phase 3 is so amazing. We have a lot of people joining from all over the world. And I must really express my profound excitement about this, in the sense that this system also has been designed, okay, just to be able to pay you another income. And let me just say that it's also an automated system. Now, how do you get started with phase 3? How do you get started with phase 3? Now, for you to buy your way into the phase 3, you need to do what we call $1,000 purchase of product. $1,000 purchase of product. $1,000 purchase of product from the company. All right, the moment you are able to meet these requirements, it puts you into phase 3, and that is going to give you about 800 BV business volume. 800 BV. 800 BV. Now the phase 3 pays you in 4 ways. 4 amazing ways. Now the first way you get paid in the phase 3 is what we call the personal bonus. Let me put it, personal bonus. Your personal bonus. Your personal bonus in phase 3 is 20%. Alright? The next bonus you earn in phase 3 is what I call the direct referral bonus. Another direct referral bonus again in the phase 3. The direct referral bonus. And that is 10%. Alright? The next bonus you get paid in the phase 3 is what I call the Royal 3. The Royal 3 genealogy payout. The Royal 3 genealogy payout. The Royal 3. The Royal 3. Now, this Royal 3 is going to pay you another percentage from your first generation to your 10th generation, a total of 20%. 20%. That is the Royal 3. Now, the final bonus you earn in the phase 3 is what we call the honoring bonus. The honoring bonus. All right? The honoring bonus. The honoring bonus is also 10%. The company is going to pay to people who moves to the level of bronze manager upwards. Okay? And if you look at what we have here, the total payout in the phase 3 alone is 60%. You can see the breakdown. Personal bonus 20%, direct referral bonus 10%, Royal 3 that is going to be paid to you from your first generation to your 10th generation 20%, and then you have the honoring bonus which is 10% that is also going to be paid to you in the phase 3 of our system. And I'm going to just do a very short breakdown and show you how the system really works. All right, so like I'm saying earlier on, we are in the phase 3 system, and I'm going to give you a little breakdown of how you get benefit. I've said some few things already. Now you sign on with 1,000, that's going to give you about 800 BV. Now you're going to benefit what I call a personal bonus on the 800 BV, which is the $800. That is going to be about $160. All right, just on this. Now what is going to happen is that that is your personal bonus you're going to make on this. And then we also have your direct referral bonus, meaning that if any member of your team, either in phase 1, joins you in the phase 3, you're gonna benefit 10% on their BV, which is the 800 BV that they sign on with. All right, and let me just say that the direct referral bonus in the phase 3 works just like the one we have in phase 1. So every single month on the activities of the people that join you in phase 3, all right, you're gonna still benefit a direct referral bonus on them every single month for the rest of your life. Okay, and then the next bonus I mentioned is what we call the Royal 3 generational bonus, where you're gonna be earning from your first generation to your 10th generation. And because this system is a 1/3 matrix, all right, and first come first serve system, what is going to happen is that if you plug yourself in the system, any other person who joins the company is going to come in your slot. It's going to come in your genealogy, okay? And you're going to have from first generation to your 10th generation, and we're going to be paying you on all these levels every single month. Now let me say this thing here. You have, let me just outline the bonuses again and do some few clarifications. You have your personal bonus, you earn your personal bonus, that is 20% when you sign on the phase 3. 2, you have your direct referral bonus, and that is 10% on any member of your team who also goes into the system. And then 3, you have the Royal 3 generational bonus, Royal 3, that is 20%. And then 4, you have the honoring bonus, that is 10%. Okay, now let me say this thing here. If you go into this system, for you to remain active every single month, all right, if you go into the phase 3, for you to be active in the phase 3 every single month, you need to do what we call 100 BV auto ship to stay active in the system every single month. All right, so from the Royal 3 upwards, this is what you do. You do 100 BV, which is $100 every single month to remain active in the system. But the moment you move to the level of bronze manager, that is where you begin to enjoy the honoring bonus. And I'm going to explain to you the dynamics about the honoring bonus very shortly. You share in the company's global sales 10%, all right, every single month, and you must be at the level of the bronze manager to access this honoring bonus. If you are not at this level, you don't share in this honoring bonus. Okay, now let's assume that this 100 is in a whole, this 10% in the whole becomes 100%. Now when you are at the bronze manager level, you're going to enjoy 20%. Okay, so let's say the company sales in this month is $1 million. $1 million. All right, now 10% of that is going to be how much? $100,000. Okay, so if you're the bronze manager and you are sharing in the $100,000, that means you're going to make $20,000 for that very particular month. Let's assume that you move to the level of silver manager. When you go to the silver manager, you are still eligible for another 20%, okay, of the 100,000. So what is going to happen is that if you move from bronze manager and you come to silver manager, you have 2 opportunity sharing. You're going to share at the level of bronze manager and share at the level of silver manager. All right, so you have 20 here and then 20 there. Okay, so when you go to the next level, what is going to happen is that you're going to be sharing in 3 levels. When you go to the 4th level, you're going to be sharing in 4 levels. All right, so anytime you move to any other level, you share the previous level bonus. That is also going to be paid to you. And for you to remain active in sharing in the 100 bonus, you need to do what we call 500 BV every single month. Every single business month, you need to be able to accumulate 500 personal BV for you to access these bonuses. Every level you go in these bonuses and the sharing that you're going to take. So if you move to the 4th level, you're going to share the 1st, the 2nd, the 3rd, the 4th level. All these things will be added to you. And that is the dynamics of our phase 3 compensation plan. All right, welcome back again. And I must say that I know you've gone through the plan quickly. I'm going to do just a brief summary and show you how these things is really affecting people's lives. And I must say that this is one of the most tremendous opportunities we've ever seen in the network marketing industry. All right, it's amazing. And let me just say that this company is doing something that no any other company is doing yet. Okay, and we are very excited to be part of this movement. We're going to change people's lives. And I'm going to do a very quick summary to show you the breakdown. I said we have 3 phases of our system. We have the phase 1, the phase 2, and then the phase 3. Now, the phase 2 and the phase 3 is completely automated. The company does everything for you in terms of who joins your team and who comes under who. It's going to be done by the system. All right. The phase 1 is only based on your effort, the kind of work you're going to do in the business. Okay, so whilst you are busy building phase 1, we are also building phase 2 and phase 3 for you. All right, and it's very simple. I said that in phase 1, you have some few bonuses that you get paid with. Now, when you join with $20 to get started with. Now, we give you a back office, we give you an ID card, we give you some few handout kits that get you started on the business. Now, the next thing you do is that when you sponsor anybody in the business at that level, when you have not even activated yourself with the $200, we say that should anybody join your team, we pay you $6. All right, instantly. This bonus is called instant bonus registration. We pay you right away the moment you have someone to become part of your business. Now, the next bonus you earn is what we call the direct referral bonus. Now, how do you make this bonus? Like I said in my presentation earlier, that the direct referral bonus is paid on anyone who also become a supervisor. All right, and how do you become a supervisor? You become a supervisor by doing your 200 BV, which is your activation. The moment you do your 200 BV, you become a supervisor. Should any member of your team also become a supervisor just like yourself, we're going to pay you 14% on their activation, which is the $200. That is going to be about $28 on each person. And now this system is not a binary system, it's a hybrid system. So you can have as many people as you can in your team, irrespective of where they are in your genealogy. Every direct bonus is still gonna come to you, and that is amazing. All right, and one of the things I want to say is that your direct referral bonus in this company is not paid once. Every single month on all the activities of the people that you sponsor, you're gonna be paid 14%. All right, I know in most of the companies your direct referral bonus is paid once, and that is it. The following month you don't get direct referral bonus on them again because they're already in a system. If you want a direct referral bonus, then you got to bring new people. But in our company here, it's different. All right, if you have new people, you have old people, as long as they are active in the system, your 14% is gonna come to you every single month. All right, now the next bonus you earn in this company is what we call your personal bonus, and I explained that your personal bonus is 10% on anything you buy from the company. Every single time you buy any product from the company, you are eligible for 10%. Meanwhile, we're going to give you the product at a wholesale price. When you sell, you're going to make a retail profit of 20% on the product. Then at the end of the month, we're going to pay you 10% again. All right. Now the next bonus you earn in the phase 1 is what we call the uni-level team bonus. The uni-level team bonus. We're going to pay you from your first generation to your 10th generation. It's amazing. There is nothing like balancing of leg, nothing like SSD, nothing like cut off in the system. All right. Every member of your team, should you sponsor anybody who even goes higher in ranking than you, every bonus on that person will still be paid to you. You don't need to do anything like balancing of leg to qualify for bonuses in our system. We have given you a dual carriageway income. What I want to say is that non-stop residual income, money that will keep coming for you every single month, irrespective of the level your team members get to. As long as you sponsor them, every bonus is going to be paid to you. All right. Now the next thing I want to talk about is what we call the global bonuses. Like I said earlier in my presentation, that many companies, before you qualify to share in the global sales, you need to be at the top level. If you're not in the top level, you can share in the company's global sales. That is funny, but this company is doing something that is so amazing. Every individual who gets into the business with us has the opportunity. All right. If you are able to meet the condition, you have the opportunity to enjoy a global share. All right. How do you do that? Let me say, you need to make sure, 1, you have registered with the company. 2, you've done your activation, and then you bring 10 people within 1 month, 1 business month. If you're able to get 10 people within 1 business month, you can start to enjoy a global share. All right. I said that if the company makes about $5 million this very month, 5% of the $5 million is set aside, and it's going to be shared to all the people who are in that pool. All right. Every single month, you are eligible for that sharing. Now, what happens is that should any of the 10 people that you have sponsored, all right, do any business aside what you are getting from the company, you're still going to be paid on all those people. And what I want to say one more thing is that when you look at our system very well, your direct referral bonus, which is 14%, then we also pay you a generational bonus 10% on your first level. All right. So which means that in this business or with this company, your first sponsored people, you're going to make 24% on them every single month. 1 is your direct referral bonus. 2 is your first generational bonus, which is 10% that we pay you on that level. And all this money will keep coming in every single month for the rest of your life. All right. Then we come back to the bonus I mentioned, the super executive bonus. But before that, let me just talk about the executive bonus. I said the executive bonus is a monthly sharing. All right. For you to access that bonus, you must make sure that you do 500 personal BV every single month. The month that you don't do the 500 BV, you don't enjoy the 2% global sharing. But should you do the 500 BV within 1 business month, you also qualify for another sharing of the company's total sales. Okay. And then the next thing I mentioned was the super executive bonus. I said the super executive bonus, you need to do 1,200 purchase, one-off purchase with the company, and that will put you into another pool where you share 6% of the company's global sales for 6 months. But as I explained, that the super executive bonus, there is something dynamic about it, in the sense that if you join that system in the 3 months since from when it was launched, you don't have 6 months, you have 3 months. If you come in the 4th month, you have just 2 months to go. All right. So that is something dynamic about that system. Okay. So I will always encourage people to make sure they do the global annual lucrative bonus, because the moment you go into that system, you have 1 full year to benefit with the company. And after 1 year, if you still want to benefit, you do 5, not 10 people in your system. All right. So that is one thing about the phase 1. And I said that in the phase 2 of our system, the company is going to do everything for you. All right. And for you to get into that system, you need to make sure you have activated, you've registered. The moment you registered and you have activated, automatically you are in the spillover. All right. You are in the spillover in phase 2. And the spillover said that we pay you from your first generation to your 6th generation. All right. And the company is going to do all the placement for you in that system. But for the metrics in phase 2, there is a simple requirement. You need to make sure you get 4 people and let all the 4 people register and activate within 1 month. That will put you straight up into the matrix. And the matrix is also a global tree. So as people come in and join, you're going to benefit from all of them, from your first generation to your 10th generation. We're going to pay you a total of 10% on the matrix. With the spillover, we pay you a total of 25%. All right. Then the final thing I did was on the phase 3. And I said the phase 3 is a long-term wealth creating system. Why? Because you need $1,000 to get signed on in the phase 3. That's going to give you about 800 volume, all right, which is going to be added to your previous volume you already have with the company. Now, what happens is that in the phase 3, we pay you in 4 ways. We pay you a personal bonus 20%. We pay you a direct referral bonus 10%. We pay you a royal 3 generational bonus from your first to your 10th. We pay you 20%, and then we pay you another 100 bonus 10%. All right, and I explained that with the direct referral bonus 10% you make in phase 3 is similar to what you make in phase 1 by simply getting people to sign on, where you get paid a direct referral bonus every single month on the activities for the rest of your life.